2, 1.
At the age of 17, I developed bipolar disorder, a very severe form. It nearly cost me my life and nearly destroyed my family.
What's up, guys? It's me, your favorite YouTuber, and we're looking at a suicidal attempt. Apparently the suicide failed, and here we are.
My parents were in the middle of getting divorced at the time. It was a tumultuous time for my life as a teen, and I believed that I was the only one under that cloud. But that's so far from the truth, so far from fact. 50 million people around the world diagnosed mentally ill. So many more undiagnosed, but that have the diseases that are in their brains. I don't want to have this disease. I don't want to be flawed. Bipolar disorder, that's not me.
Bipolar
I was a wrestling
disorder?
champion in the WCL league in California. There's no way. My football team went to state. This is garbage. And I was in so much denial. And that denial ruled the day until I crashed hard. And it was September 24th when it all came to a head. I sat at my desk and I penned that note. Mom, dad, brother, sister, girlfriend, best friend. Love you, but I got to go. I was going to go to the Golden Gate and I was going to disappear. I thought I was my family's burden. I wish I asked them. I just wanted the pain to stop. That's the common denominator of people we lose to suicide. They just want the pain to stop. What they don't realize is that their thoughts don't have to become their actions. Their thoughts don't have to take over. If you can recognize those thoughts as flawed and illogical, because suicide is an irrational state of mind. You think you have to die, but you don't.
That is true. You don't have to commit suicide like this guy. I've seen a lot of suicide videos, but I've never made one like this before. So, this is actually new. Hope you guys like this new reaction. So if I'm messing up my words, it's probably going to be a little less, because I've gotten better at my reading.
I don't really want to. I found myself in my father's room that morning. I startled him awake. He looked at me, said, Kev, what's wrong? Like with parental instinct. I said, nothing, Dad. I just want to tell you that I love you. It's for the very last time. And, he goes, I love you too, Kev. But it's 6 in the morning, and I don't got to be working until 9. Go back to bed. I walked around to the other side of the bed. I sat on the carpeted floor, and I rocked myself back and forth in tears, begging myself to tell the one man who loves me the most in the world the truth. But the voice in my head said, be quiet, Kevin, you have to die. And that's what took me to the Golden Gate that morning. I took a bus there, and on that bus, all I wanted to do was scream and beg for help and live. But the voice became so loud. I sat on that bus in the back row, middle seat. I'm crying my eyes out like a baby, mucus dripping from my nose. People staring at me now. Then I'm yelling aloud at the voices in my head. I desperately wanted someone to say, are you okay? I would have told them everything.
You're okay.
Fear. Apathy. There was a guy to my left, said to the fellow next to him while pointing at me with his thumb, what the hell's wrong with that kid, with a smile on his face? Apathy. That's his or her problem, but it ain't mine. The bus got to the bridge. I sat there crying. Bus driver turned. He stood. He looked at me and he said, kid, come on. Get off the bus. I got to go. I walked across the walkway of the Golden Gate Bridge for 40 minutes, up and down, back and forth, crying like a baby. Bikers, joggers, tourists, runners, they all went by me. Police officers searching for suicidal people went by me twice. I'm leaning over the rail, crying like a baby. They went by me twice. Nobody cares. And the voice in my head said, jump now, and I did. At the millisecond that my hands left that rail, instant regret for my actions. And the absolute recognition that I just made the greatest mistake of my life. Falling head first, righted my body accidentally, landed in a position that wouldn't kill me. On the way down, I said to myself, what have I just done? I don't want to die. God, please save me. And I hit the water. I went down 70 feet beneath the water's surface, but I opened my eyes. My legs, I couldn't move. I had shattered my T12, L1, and L2 lower vertebrae into shards like glass. I had missed severing my spinal cord by 2 millimeters. I swam to the surface only using my arms. When I came to the surface, bobbing up and down in water, swallowing salt water, kept going down, couldn't stay afloat. A woman driving by in a red car saw me go over, and she called her friend in the Coast Guard. The reason the Coast Guard got to my body within less than the time I was set in hypothermia and drowned was because of that woman making that phone call. The Coast Guard arrived. They fished me out of the water. They put me in a flatboard. They put a neck brace around my neck, and they started asking me a bunch of questions. The guy looks at me. He leans in, and he says, "Kid, do you know how many people we pull out of this water that are already gone?" And I said, "No, and I don't want to know." And he said, "Well, I'm going to tell you. This unit has pulled 57 dead bodies out of this water and 1 live one."
57 damn people died? What the? See, this is what happens when you commit suicide. No positive actions are gonna arrive. Except maybe not dying. A couple suicide attempts I've seen, some survived. Although all the ones I've seen before this one are animated. So, are they making them alive? Maybe God wanted this person alive. To be alive. To live his life. But anyways, I'm in the video here. I don't want to see any graphic here. So we're just gonna here. If you push the like button in the face and skip during the channel for more content. Yeah, love you guys, thanks for watching. Bye guys.